The following is a paid program. The views expressed are not necessarily those of the management or ownership of KSTP-AM 1500 ESPN.
This is the place to talk about everything related to the home. Buying or selling real estate, financing and improvements that can help increase your home's value. This is Minnesota Home Talk on Score North. Here's your host, Jason Walgrave.
Good morning, folks, and welcome back. This is Minnesota Home Talk, and we are live on 1500 ESPN, the original real estate show here on AM 1500 radio. Live every Saturday morning, of course, on demand at minnesotahometalk.com. Streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Where else are we streaming? That's it.
MySpace.
MySpace.
No. We're not on MySpace?
No.
Oh, I thought we were. Sorry.
I'm your host, Jason Walgrave with Walgrave Real Estate Group and the Minnesota Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Advantage Plus. Also in studio, the great Michael Ouverson.
I think we got to put that bit to bed.
I like it.
It's evolving.
I've had enough.
It's evolving.
It is. It's getting bigger, grander, louder.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's getting.
It just hurts my ears.
It's just
man.
more. It's more hype. We're hyping it up.
Hyping it up.
Am I getting old? I don't like this rock and roll music.
You know
I
why?
don't understand why the kids like all this noise.
You know, I went to the Def Leppard Motley Crue Poison concert.
Yes.
And dude, it was loud.
It was loud.
Did you think it was loud too?
My ears were ringing.
A couple days after.
It was.
Boy, my ears are ringing. What'd you say?
But you get used to it, like walking in the door at US Bank Stadium.
That is not how hearing damage works. You get used to it.
Whoa.
That is not how hearing damage works. You know, it's going to be a wild day. You know why I know it's going to be a wild day today?
Let's hear it.
Because you're talking into mic 3, but your headphones are plugged into mic 2. I mean, that is wild.
Mic 4. I think he's plugged into mic 4.
Oh, mic 4. My bad.
No.
I mean,
oh yeah.
That's craziness right there. You were just living life on the edge.
I'm not saying that I broke the mic, but the mic is broken.
Well, I mean, that's going to happen.
Trying to adjust it. And
Yeah.
All right. We got Evan Little here with Paragon Insurance. He is also our producer.
Yeah.
The great producer. He's excited to be here, as he always is.
Very excited.
Very
You can
excited.
tell.
Got Todd Rooker coming in later to do his show, Cover Your Assets.
I
maybe?
just got a message from him saying he wants me to play a repeat.
Repeat.
Hey,
will
Todd,
be
if
here next
you're
week.
listening, you got to tell me earlier than this, my man. You have to tell me earlier
before.
than this.
Should we do a 2-hour show today? Just eat up Todd's
Just eat up
hour?
I'm sure he wouldn't mind. He just send us the bill.
Right.
All right, folks. This morning we talk about market updates in the Twin Cities. We've got top 5 remodeling projects to boost resale value. Also, what homeowners can do to make the most of their yard. We'll be talking about that as well. We've got phone lines open right away, of course. If you'd like to win 4 tickets to a St. Paul Saints game on us, then give us your real estate question. Give us a call, ask questions. The call-in number, the studio line is 651-647-2910. Call-in number of the studio to win 4 tickets to a St. Paul Saints game. The best real estate question is going to win. Give us a call at 651-647-2910. We also have a text-in line. You can text your real estate questions to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. The text line is 763-443-5664. To win 4 tickets to a Saints game, text us your real estate or mortgage questions to 763-443-5664. Call or text both ways. Give you a chance to win. One big winner this morning, 4 tickets to a Saints game on us. So speaking of the Saints game, we often talk about your ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
Ouverson.
My favorite.
And they were, maybe I haven't noticed them before. I went to the fair yesterday morning.
Okay.
I went early, a little bit before 8 a.m. so we could beat the rush. And they have a Thelma's ice cream sandwich, a little kiosk thing.
Okay.
I don't recall seeing that before, but it was hopping.
Yeah.
A lot of ice cream
Super long
sandwiches. No, but they were efficient. I think it's because they don't have to prepare anything. They
It's just
pull it out of the freezer and hand it.
Is it like maybe when you go to like a game and you have the guys that go up and down selling popcorn and stuff, and like you throw your finger in the air, you want one, and then they basically just throw it to you in the stands, and you just kind of pass your money down the line?
No,
was it like that?
Not at all.
No, okay.
It was more like when they shoot the T-shirts up into the stands. Mm-hmm. They had one of those.
Oh,
and so
genius!
It was great. We had some good food though. We had. You go to the fair? Did you go this year?
No, I'm trying to quit.
Trying to quit going.
Yeah, I got a really bad habit a couple years ago.
Evan's going on Monday.
I am.
Monday morning. So my favorite thing at the fair, cheese on a stick. It's where they take a big, hunk of American cheese and then they batter it in Pronto Pup batter and then they fry it up.
Yep.
Oof, that's good. It is good. Cheese on a stick. And then I had something new this year. I think it was new to the fair this year as well. There's the stand called, I think it's called mini apple pie or something. And they usually have the apple pies and then ice cream. Well, this year they have blueberry pie. Oh, dude.
Better than the apple?
Well, I don't think I've ever had the apple, but the blueberry was excellent. So highly recommend that. Went to all of the animals, saw all those. Saw there was a hog in there that was 1,050 pounds.
Just like me.
It was like kids, come here, look at this. And they're like, wow. You think you could compete? No.
Could that thing even walk?
Jason, you just got to eat big to get big.
Well, clearly that
sometimes you got to eat real big
to get real big.
Not only was it not walking around, it was not standing. It was lying down. So it was massive.
It decided to take a break for
it was just taking a
while.
Yeah, for how long does the fair go? 14 days? 7,
I think
10 days?
it's like 11 days.
11 days. Yeah, didn't look like it had moved in a few days. So, but it was
Probably
fun.
Probably hitting all the food stands out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That pig's probably walking around like, dang, they got a lot of new stuff here at the fair.
It could just pick up the scraps from the dropped items.
All the kids going by and just dropping all their food next to it.
Theodore, he had a little bit of his ice cream cone left and he dropped it on the ground. Like in like a dust, like a dirt or whatever. And he looks at it and he looks at me and I'm like, sorry, bud, 5-second rule doesn't count here.
No.
It doesn't apply. So anyway, good time. If you have a chance to get out to the fair this weekend, folks, go check it out. All right, if you'd like to win 4 tickets to a St. Paul Saints game, give us a call with your real estate questions, anything and everything real estate related, 651. The studio line, give us a call at 651-647-2910. To win 4 tickets to a Saints game, 651-647-2910. All questions related to real estate. Buying, selling, investing, financing, refinancing, questions about credit enhancement, home improvement, new construction, commercial, property, also insurance questions. We've got Evan here with Paragon to answer all of your insurance questions. Phone lines are open to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Give us a call, 651-647-2910 is the call number. We also have a text line. Folks, you can win via text. Text your real estate questions to 763-443-5664. That is the text line. Text us your real estate questions to 763-443-5664. All right, should we get started with the smoking hot listings?
No, I'm not ready to do that
yet
because I have to do Todd's stuff. Sorry.
All right, yeah, no
We're
problem.
we're just gonna have to talk about the general real estate situation for a little bit.
Well, you know what? It's this week I had 2 people call me saying that they listened to the radio show and so they called in with questions and stuff. I'm like, I encourage them, like, you should call in during the show or text in during the show a question. Because we talk about this all the time. We'd rather answer your questions, talk about the content that you guys want us to talk about versus, talking about our list that we bring in every week and stuff like that. So if you're out there listening and you've been a long time listener, call in with a question or text in with a question. We'd love to answer that question and just see where that takes the show.
And typically our best shows have been the ones that go off topic. We bring in a fair amount of content every week. We've got a plan on what we're going to talk about, but then the questions that come in, either calls or text messages, those really do produce the best shows. So we appreciate everyone that does. Again, if you'd like to call in this morning, the real estate question and win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Best question is going to win. You can give us a call. The studio lines are open at 651-647-2910. That's the studio line. So give us a call with your questions. Best question is going to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Phone lines are open at 651-647-2910. And then we have a text line. You can also win via text. Text your real estate mortgage questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again to win. Best question is going to win this morning. Text line is 763-443-5664. Anything and everything real estate related, buying, selling, investing, new construction, financing, refinancing, credit scores, everything and any. Let's try this again. Anything and everything real estate related. Give us a call or text. All right, we got Greg on the phone. Greg, good morning. Thanks for calling in. How can we help you?
Yeah, hi. I was just wondering that Minneapolis, St. Paul, Twin City metro market, why is it that, the pricing for housing, for houses being sold, higher priced versus some of the other markets like Duluth, St. Cloud, et cetera?
Mm-hmm. Are you asking what's the main reason why home prices are higher in the Twin Cities?
Right. Well, I mean, if you look at comparable homes, same size homes and things like this, I mean, you can go into some of these other markets and you can find a value actually versus paying, $50,000 or so or more for the same darn house in the particular market in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, it's a great question. I think a lot of it has to do with supply and demand. You have nearly 3 million people in the Twin Cities metro area. So the 9-county metro, you've got a lot more demand for homes because of the population. But God, I mean, some of those markets, Greg, like Rochester's pretty comparable in prices as the Twin Cities. Duluth a little bit less. We listed a home this week in Springfield, Minnesota, which is about 2 hours southwest of the Twin Cities, and a little single-family home. It's actually one of our hot listings. We'll be going over $75,000 for a single-family home. I mean, you're not going to find that price anywhere in the metro. So you can get more home for less money if you go into Greater Minnesota, and as long as I've been in the business, since '99, I've always seen that. I would say Rochester is pretty comparable right now to the Twin Cities. And even if you go as far as Sioux Falls, South Dakota, those prices they're getting close to what they are in the Twin Cities as well. So, but if you're willing to go out a ways, the further out from Minneapolis or St. Paul, the better your pricing is probably going to be. But you can even, Greg, take a look at the suburbs compared to, let's say Prior Lake compared to South Minneapolis. I mean, you can get a lot more home in Prior Lake for the same price as something that you'll pay for in South Minneapolis. So location to the city is what drives the price sometimes. So great question though.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Hey Greg, thanks for the call in. We've got the phone lines open at 651-647-2910. Phone lines are open. Best real estate question will win this morning. Anything and everything real estate related, buying, selling, investing, financing, refinancing, credit scores, credit enhancement, new construction, commercial real estate, and insurance questions. Give us a call this morning at 651. Studio lines are open at 651-647-2910 to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Give us a call with your real estate question. Studio lines are open, 651 to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Give us a call at 651-647-2910. Text line. You can also win via text. Text us your real estate questions at 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. There we go. How interest rates? Evan, are you getting close over there?
Oh yeah, we can do it now. Yeah,
hot deals. Then we'll come back to interest rates.
Yeah.
Smoking hot listings, folks. So we're gonna go through these. Excuse me. We're gonna go through them quickly.
Quickerly is, I think, the correct term.
Fasterly.
Quickerly
than usual.
Yep.
No, I'm not ready for him anymore. After quickerly.
After that delay.
Yikes.
We are going to start. Here's our list, folks. 21 hot listings to go through. We're going to start in Prior Lake on Addison Drive, 20755 Addison Drive, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 4,000 square feet. This is on a 2.5 acre lot with lake frontage on Fish Lake in Prior Lake, on the market for $849,000. Springfield, the one I was just talking about. Thanks, Greg, for calling in. This property is a Rambler in Springfield, Minnesota, located at 609 West Central Avenue. 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1,416 square feet. Evan, are you finding out where Springfield is?
Yeah, I am.
It is approximately 2 hours southwest of the Twin Cities, and that property is on the market for $75,000. Attached 1-car garage, so good opportunity for owner-occupant or an investment property. Moving over to St. Paul, we've got property located at 1647 Ames Avenue in St. Paul. Maybe we can go back to that preview page, Evan.
We could.
Thank you, sir. You can't switch things off. 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,791 square feet on the market for $254,900. Pebble Creek Custom Homes has a to-be-built in Savage and Quebec Place, a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 4,500 square foot custom-built 2-story on the market for $1.299 million. They have a lot for sale on Sumner Avenue. This is 0.36 acres in Savage, Prior Lake Savage School District, on the market for $149,500. We've got another to-be-built on Sumner Avenue in Savage as well, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 3,085 square feet above ground, on the market for $999,500. Moving over to Prior Lake on Sims Court, Pebble Creek Custom Homes has a to-be-built located on Sims Court Southeast in Prior Lake, Minnesota, 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 2,800 square feet. Above ground, we've got a price of $995,000. In Lake Elmo, another to-be-built. Steve and the team has a to-be-built luxury home in Lake Elmo, located at 11610 58th Court North in the Lake Elmo, on the market for $1.4 million. Again, 5-bedroom, 5 bathrooms, over 5,000 square feet. Moving over to, how do you pronounce this, Evan? Tupelo Way. 618 Tupelo Way in Chaska, Minnesota. 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 4,032 square feet on the market for $574,900. In Shakopee, Minnesota, we've got a luxury listing on 2.5 acres, 2148 Kelly Circle. 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, over 7,000 square feet. This is a gigantic home on the market for $1.195 million. Moving over to Balsam Lake, Wisconsin. 7 acres, folks. We've got 7.8 acres on the market, priced at $45,000. This is close to the river. If you're interested in a great acreage opportunity in Balsam Lake, Wisconsin, on the market, this is lot 1 and 2 on the market for $45,000.
Got a van? Need a place to park it?
Down by the river.
There you go.
$45,000. $45,000 for the lot, $45,000 for the RV. You're good to go.
Heck yeah.
Moving over to Hastings, we got a vacant lot for sale in Hastings, located at 1864 Hastings Avenue in Newport. This is a 1/4 acre lot. It is zoned for 1 to 4 units, on the market for $39,900. Up in Merrifield, Minnesota, this is on Upper Mission Lake. We've got 2 lots for sale. Both of them, well, one's 1.48 acres, the other one's 1.6 acres, $200,000 and $225,000 lake frontage. Moving over to Docks Harbor in Aiken, Minnesota, investment opportunity located at 39629 Highway 18, on the market for $1.99 million. In Aurora, Minnesota, we've got a business and real estate opportunity, the Hive Coffee and Bakehouse, located at 103 Main Street North in Aurora, Minnesota, on the market for $600,000. Sims Court in Prior Lake, Minnesota, we have a lot for sale for $165,000. This is it's almost a half acre, so that's an error. A half acre lot, $165,000 on Sims Court in Prior Lake. Moving, we have a coming soon, hitting the market live on September 8th. This is in Maple Grove, located at 11500 97th Place North in Maple Grove. $300,000 single family home, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage with 1,638 square feet for $300,000. We have a lot for sale in Savage on Sumner Avenue, 0.64 acre lot. This is a slab on grade lot, on the market for $113,500. Moving up to Duluth, the commercial opportunity located at 327 West 1st Street, Duluth, Minnesota, on the market for $1.75 million. And our last smoking hot listing of the week is down in Dundas, and this is the 130-acre commercial land opportunity on the market for $5.2 million. Folks, for more information about these smoking hot listings, go to our website, MinnesotaHometalk.com.
We got the ones from the team, too.
We got the ones from the team. Thank you, Evan.
Give me 1 second here to pull that up, though.
We got Danny Tusky. It's his birthday today. Shout out to Danny Tusky.
Oh, nice.
So Paul on the team. Dokower, it's his birthday today.
Oh, happy
Shout
birthday,
out to
Paul.
To Paul. So
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy. I think it's Paul Doc.
Yeah.
That's
For
his
short?
name. Yep, Doc.
P. Doc.
P. Doc. P. Docky.
Short.
All right. So
Here we
we've
go.
got
What do we got else here?
9112 Glacier Road in Woodbury. 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom attached 2-car garage. Almost a half-acre lot.
It's nice looking.
There's our picture of it. Our one picture. Who do they get in touch with for that one?
Let's see. We have Sue Marty on the team.
That's Sue Marty. And then there was one other one, correct?
We do have one other one, yes. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, cool. It switched tabs, so...
Here we go. How do we do that? Technical diff. David Meyer on the team. He's got a listing. He sent over to us, located at 102 Highway 2 East in
Floodwood.
Floodwood, yep.
Minnesota. Oh yeah, this is that really cool bar restaurant opportunity on the market for $550,000. Great opportunity to purchase a bar restaurant. Really cool property.
Super nice.
I mean, this is a cool property.
It is.
It's one of those gigantic log cabin type buildings.
It is.
Super cool inside.
I could hang out here.
Absolutely.
I'm going to move in.
For more information about this, get hold of Dave Meyer. Folks, you can learn more about all of our Smoking Hot listings. Go to our website, MinnesotaHometalk.com. Best way to get hold of us anytime during the week. We, of course, have all of our fantastic partners at MinnesotaHometalk.com. Starts off with Remax Advantage Plus, Walgrave Real Estate Group. Luminate Home Loans, Mike Ouverson Mortgage Team. We have Pebble Creek Custom Homes, Bella Remodeling and Roofing, Eric Perkle. We've got Todd Rooker. Of course, you can stay tuned for Todd's show after ours, Cover Your Assets. Paragon Insurance Group. Evan Little, who is the insurance expert, and our great producer. We have Last Switch, Nepsis, Credit Life. Jared and Jeremy and Brian and the gang, they have been coming on quite a bit and really sharing some exciting news at Credit Life. They've got their guarantee program. So we'll be talking about that more as the weeks to come. Trademark Title, Urban Landworks, Home Inspections with Neil Malmberg, Spare Key, Sync Home Services, your home warranty company, EKJ Appraisals, Trend Home Staging, Melissa Evans does a fantastic job with home staging. Sioux Falls Real Estate with Marcus Walgrave, Chestnut Cambro, Jeff O'Brien, Rock, Pain-Free Patriots, Trust Vets, Riverland Bank with Steve Burrow, Keppers Plumbing, Home Media Innovations, Rental Management Guys, and Lift Up. Folks, we've got some wonderful partners a part of the show. Please go to our website, MinnesotaHometalk.com. Connect with all of them. We've got a lot of free tools on MinnesotaHometalk.com. Property search, what's your home worth? We'll do a free market analysis by a professional real estate agent on our team. It is not a computer-generated guesstimate, as I like to call them. Mm-hmm. But we will have one of the agents on our team. We can do that by coming out to your home, doing a quick tour. Or we can even do it right over the phone. 5 to 10 minutes, we'll get some information and put together a market analysis performed by a professional real estate agent on our team. And then a lot of reports on buying, selling, investing in real estate. A lot of great information. Please check out MinnesotaHometalk.com. Of course, we're streaming live on Facebook every Saturday, YouTube, and on the airwaves, on the great airwaves, the AM 1500 airwaves.
Evan, do airwaves travel further in cold weather or warm weather?
Do you want the actual answer to this? Because it's really complicated.
I want the short.
What's the short answer? Do more people hear us when it's warm out, or do more people hear us when it's cold out?
More people hear us when it's dark, but it's not late.
Dark, but not late.
So in the morning?
Yeah, morning is a good time for us. Yeah. The transmitter switch, so we're not a full power nighttime station.
Okay. Why not?
because AM radio can interfere with other AM stations. So
WCCO's got it, huh?
WCCO has that, yes.
The national one.
But there are many national ones, but we do not have the 1,500 license on a national basis, so we step down in power at night. Now, that said, at night, AM travels way, way further. Way, way, way further.
So when you say way, way, way further, let's say during the day it goes to
Cambodia.
In ideal conditions, you can pick up WCCO in Texas at night.
That's impressive.
Not Cambodia?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Through the internet you can.
Sure.
Yes.
And you can listen to us anywhere if you listen online. But at night you can bounce the signal off of the stratosphere.
Interesting.
There's too much interference from the sun during the daytime.
Look at that.
Huh.
Did not know that.
But yes, clouds affect it. All kinds of stuff can affect it. So
storms.
Yeah.
Blizzards.
No.
Not blizzards?
Maybe a little. I don't know.
All right, folks, we got the phone lines open. Would you like to win 4 tickets to a Saints game on us? Give us a call. 4 tickets to a Saints game for the best real estate question. Phone lines are open if you'd like to go to a game. Give us a call with your real estate mortgage-related questions. 651. Studio lines are open. Give us a call to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. 651-647-2910 is the calling number. The text line is 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. Call or text, both ways to give you a chance to win. Mortgage rates, Mr. Ouverson, how are we looking?
Mortgage rates, unfortunately, did go up a little bit this week. More talks about inflation. Jerome Powell talking about stuff, kind of stirring up the markets a little bit. Anytime there's uncertainty, obviously everyone plays the safe route. Well, let's just bump rates up to play it safe, and we'll see what happens here. So they did creep up. So we're closer to, you're sitting to, high 5s to low 6s, depending on your credit score and your situation. If you rewind back to July 29th, 30th, and 31st, we were sitting close to around 5.125.
Okay.
And now we're 6-ish, so it just shows how quickly, it can change a little bit. Do I expect them to continue to go up? I don't. We peaked at about 6.375 for the highest rates this year. I don't know if they go higher than that or not. We might hit that peak again.
Sure.
But we're going to have this ebb and flow where rates are going to be up and down and stuff. It's all inflation driven. So once inflation kind of gets under control and stuff, we're going to have more predictable rates, I would say. But there's going to be a little bouncing around until that happens. Yep. So just know that. So
how does someone lock into a rate? What's the criteria? What do you need to lock them into a rate?
I need an address.
Okay.
And a loan application. Okay. So I need an address and a social security number, basically, is what I need. Okay. So locks are tied to those two things, right? So if you have borrower number 1 that wants to buy house number 1, right? Borrower number 1 has the social security number. The house has the address. I can lock a rate, right? Okay. So now let's say something happens with that deal. So now house number 1, the deal falls through because maybe it doesn't pass inspection or something comes up, right? Yep. So that deal gets canceled. And now we still got buyer number 1, but now he wants to buy house number 2. Well, house number 2 has a different address on there, so we can't take the lock that was on house number 1 and change it to house number 2 because you just changed an address. Or if it's the same house but you switch borrowers, let's run it in my wife's name only versus my name only, the loan, right? Yep. So it's the same house now, but you're trying to switch borrowers. Again, you can't transfer that lock because you're changing a borrower.
What about adding a borrower?
You can add a borrower to it. That's fine.
That doesn't change it. Okay, so that's good.
Or if you start with 2 borrowers and drop down to 1, that's completely fine.
That's okay too.
Yep, you still have one of the original borrowers on the loan, and it's the same address over here, so you're good to go.
Good information, folks. We got the phone lines open at 651-647-2910. That is the call number to the studio. We're giving away 4 tickets to a Saints game. The best real estate mortgage. Really anything and everything real estate related. Any questions related to real estate? Best question is going to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Give us a call at 651-647-2910. The text line, you can win via text at 763-443-5664. The text line again, 763-443-5664. So do you think rates are going to be lower next year, say next spring.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
That's kind of what most experts in the mortgage industry believe.
Fannie Mae came out with their prediction for 2023.
Yeah.
And they think that the average 30-year fixed in 2023 is going to be 4.5.
Fantastic.
And I don't know what number it's going to be, but I do strongly believe that it's going to definitely be lower than where they're at today.
So with that in mind, I think a lot of buyers are also hedging on that, and so they're believing that's going to happen. And so, there's always that trying to, time the market, and should I wait before I buy? And so what we like to do is compare. If you buy at today's price and today's rate, what does that mean? Monthly payment, and then what does it mean over 30 years? And then we can take a look at what prices will likely be a year from now. And what does it mean if you wait a year, and what's the cost of the appreciating property? A lot of buyers are saying, look, I just want to buy my house today. I want to lock in today's price. I'll refinance next year. And so there's that as an option. If you don't love today's rate, and rates go lower next year, you certainly can refinance. So just keep those things in mind.
Well, that's the thing. So you look at it, right? And it's like you can always change your interest rate down the road. If rates go lower, you can refinance and take advantage of that. You can't change what you paid for the house, right? So if you're saying, you know what? I could either buy today or I could sign another year lease and I could wait till next year when I think rates are going to be lower. Okay. So it saves me $3,500 on refinancing, let's say $3,500 roughly. But if I can buy that house today for $300,000, what's the cost of that house going to be next year at this time? I truly believe home prices are going to continue to go up.
Yep.
We spoke about that last week or 2 weeks ago, that 4 out of the last 6 recessions, home prices continued to go up.
Yep.
And they went up anywhere between 4.5% and 6.5%.
Yep.
So if they go up 4%, that $300,000 house now is costing what?
$312.
$312?
Yep.
So you're going to pay $12,000 more for the house
Yep.
to save $3,500 on a refi.
On a refi. And you're just spending one more year renting when you could spend a year owning. And all part of those payments are going towards principal, the tax benefits,
Right.
and so on and so forth.
You could put $12,000 in your pocket by buying now because you're going to get the appreciation over the next 12 months.
Right.
You're going to get the $12,000, not pay the seller for that.
Yep, absolutely. Things to think about. Folks, we got the phone lines open at 651. To win 4 tickets to a Saints game on us, give us a call with your real estate question. Best question is going to win. The studio lines are open at 651-647-2910. Give us a call. Studio lines are open, 651-647-2910 to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. You can also win via text. Text us your questions to 763. The text line again is 763-443-5664. To win 4 tickets to a Saints game, best question is going to win. Text your real estate questions to 763-443-5664. We got a text question.
Yeah, it's up there. Tim is asking us, I've seen some new builders offering specialized interest rates for new homes. I believe they're like 3 to 4% currently. Is it normal for builders to offer an interest rate discount like this?
So we have noticed those as well. We've seen those out there as well. Most of them are the the national builders. And so what's important to look at is the fine print. Is it an ARM product? How long is that rate good for? Most of them it's for the first year. That interest rate is low. And we're seeing it 3 to 4%. Anytime you see a market slow down a bit, then builders and sellers are going to offer incentives that they weren't offering a year ago. Mike, any more thoughts on that product?
Yeah, I mean, it's usually a teaser rate. There's some sort of teaser rate. The reason why they're doing that is because their sales are slower and they got to try to get eyes on the prize, right? They got to try to get eyes and they got to get people in the door so they get sales back up. And so what they're going to do is they're going to come up with something, creative to get eyes on their product there and get people in the door so that they can obviously sell more homes. And so most of the time, there's no way that anyone can offer a 3 to 4% fixed interest rate for the full 30 years at this point.
Right.
It's some sort of teaser rate. You just know that. might last for a year. It might be a 2-1 buy down where you start at 4% the first year, 5% the second year, goes to 6% for the remaining 28 years of the loan. So you're going to see that type of stuff. But yeah, they're going to start throwing in some money and getting creative again to just try to get some eyes and some people in the door so that they can have more shots at getting their home sold.
You know what? And Tim, it's a great incentive, right? Especially if you believe, like we do, that fixed interest rates are likely going to be lower next year. If this gets you an opportunity to get in now with a lower interest rate for the first year, maybe even the second year, I think it's great. We're seeing builders offer incentives like upgrades, $10,000, $20,000 worth of upgrades. There's definitely builder incentives right now that we haven't seen last year or the year before. And so I think it's great for buyers and great for the consumers. Tim, I would recommend that you have representation. You've got an agent that's working for you, that's looking at the fine print and is able to explain exactly what the offer is. But yeah, there can be some good products, good incentives out there right now. So great question. We appreciate the text. Folks, we got the text lines open. If you'd like to win 4 tickets to a Saints game, give us a text. You can text your real estate questions, real estate mortgage, buying, selling, investing, financing, refinancing, credit enhancement, new construction, commercial, insurance questions, anything and everything real estate related. You can text your questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again to win is 763-443-5664. You can also call into the studio. Give us a call with your real estate questions, anything and everything real estate related. Best question is going to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. The call-in number to the studio, 651-647-2910. The call-in number to the studio, 651. Give us a call, folks. 651-647-2910.
Tim actually had a second question for us. And by for us, I mean for me. From an insurance perspective, what do homeowners not get insured that they should? Is it homeowners being unaware of coverage needs or being a bit on the cheap side? The answer to this question is both. Sometimes people will choose to get too high a deductible because it saves them $100 a year, not realizing that means they're going to pay an extra $5,000 on a claim. That falls into the too cheap side of things. For stuff that people don't understand and don't know, I harp on it all the time. Replacement cost roof coverage. It's like absolutely essential. But the other thing too is if you're going through, you go to any of the direct carriers, your Progressive, your Liberty Mutual, your Geico and stuff, and go through their process on the website, it's going to ask you some questions and you're probably going to breeze right by them. And stuff that falls into that is things like collectibles, things like, do you have more than just like a personal computer and a TV? There are sublimits in your policy as standard for an ISO policy for like how many computers you have. There's only $5,000 of electronics coverage or $10,000. There's built-in coverage that limits for jewelry. Very common for an engagement ring to exceed that limit and stuff. And so, if you're talking to an insurance agent, it's important that they ask you about that stuff.
How about like coins, like collectible coins?
Coins, stamps, guns, cards, jewelry, furs, basically anything that you can think of that people will have a collection of.
Yep.
Action figures.
Yeah.
A lot of carriers will have a sublimit for toys, unopened toys.
Yep.
So, far be it for me to judge. I have a couple of little army guys that I was building before the show right over there. So by no means is an insurance agent going to be like, that's not worth collecting. We shouldn't schedule that. If you have something that it's like, oh, that's my thing. Fine art, obviously, is a key example of this. But it could also just be like you go to the state fair and you buy like regular art, but you have a lot of it.
Sure.
Rather than, oh, yes, I have the Monet from the old family. Like it doesn't have to be something like that. Because the sublimits on this stuff is normally like $2,500, $3,000, $5,000, depends on what it is.
Interesting.
But it's real easy to get past that number if you have more than like one thing in that category.
Now Jason collects kids. What do you got for that?
That's where he needs to get life insurance on himself.
Oh, okay.
So when he's cruising in here at 5:45 in the morning, and the worst happens, Liz and the kids are taken care of.
Oh, okay.
But
So I do have a fair amount of life insurance. I will say that. But I'm just to point out, Evan, I'm usually not coming into the studio hot.
no, that's normally more Mike.
Okay, I'm like cruising in,
Or
like,
Todd.
like 5 minutes of, 5 miles above speed limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just, nice cruise on into the parking lot. Well, now I have to hit the key thing to open the gate. And,
Yep.
Ouverson and Todd, I'm glad you brought up Todd. I'm pretty sure that, have you gotten a speeding ticket on the way to the show?
Not yet.
It's early enough that I don't think that's big concern.
Todd has.
Todd has. Sorry, Todd. But yeah, I mean, ultimately speaking, a lot of this stuff just comes down to finding someone that you can actually work with, and they'll talk you through the process. Because musical instruments, that's the one that I didn't mention, and that one's really common. If you've got one musical instrument that's not that valuable, you're probably fine. You've got your Epiphone or a standard non-collectible Gibson. But if you have like 3 or 4 guitars and your house burns down, they're going to cut you a check for like $3,500 and go, good luck. There's your limit for musical instruments.
So let's say you got guitars, you got $15,000 worth of musical equipment. Your standard policy only covers $3,500 of that. What's it cost to bump that up to like $15,000 so you got coverage on all of it?
Like $10 or $15 a year.
Okay.
Generally speaking, scheduled items, particularly if you blanket schedule them, very cheap. And the nice thing about that stuff too, if you're scheduling like an engagement ring, you can specifically schedule it, which means that you have it appraised. You and the insurance company come to an agreement about its value if it's lost or stolen or destroyed. But also, that's not going to be subject to your household deductible. So your deductible on your homeowner's policy might be $1,000, $2,000, and if a gem falls out of your ring, that's going to be well under the deductible to get that replaced and reset in there. But if it's a scheduled item, oftentimes there's no deductible on that, or something like a $50 deductible.
Interesting.
So it makes it so it's worthwhile having specific coverage for those things, because it's like, oh yeah, I dropped my guitar and the headstock on it broke, and I need to get it repaired, and it's it's $600, and I don't want to pay that out of pocket. You can do that on a claim for that, and as a scheduled item thing, generally that won't impact your rates.
What about like a piano?
A piano is going to need to be specifically
It
covered.
is too.
Yeah.
Okay. Folks,
in my opinion, I mean, this comes down to your personal choice, right? If the piano was $600, you got it on Craigslist or whatever, and you just paid the moving costs, maybe you don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense. Folks, we got the phone lines open. If you'd like to win 4 tickets to a Saints game, give us a call. Excuse me. 651-647-2910. That's the call number to the studio. We're giving away 4 tickets to a Saints game. The best real estate questions are going to win. Real estate, mortgage, and insurance questions. Give us a call to win. 651-647-2910. That's the call number to the studio. Studio lines are open. Give us a call to win. 651-647-2910. You can also win via text. Text your real estate questions, anything and everything real estate related. Mortgage, insurance. The text line is open to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Best question is going to win. Text your questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. Top 5 remodeling projects to boost resale value.
Oh no, we got another couple text questions.
Oh, sweet. Let's take those first.
Yeah, give me just a second.
Just a moment. Folks, be sure to check out our website, which is the best way to get a hold of us 24/7, 365, and sometimes 366.
Sometimes.
Every 4 years.
Yep. We could
Just like
or
that.
you could say 365 and a quarter.
Oh, average it out.
Yep.
Let's do mortgage guys like to do. Just average it out. APR.
It's just easier that way. It's the same every year then. It's just easier. You know what I mean? It's kind of like escrowing.
Did we already hit market statistics? Was I not paying attention?
We did not.
All right, so Sarah asks, will prices continue to go up and at what rate? And I think that ties in nicely to our regular market statistic talk as well.
Yes, I believe that prices will continue to go up. In the last year in the Twin Cities metro area, the median sale price has gone up 7%. I mean, we've seen it anywhere from 6 to 10% a year, depending on the neighborhood in the Twin Cities metro area for the last 5 years. I think in the next year, I think it's going to be probably 5%, maybe more, maybe a little bit less, but I think I'm expecting values to appreciate 5% in the next year.
Yep.
So and it's a great question. And the average 40-year average, if you take a look at the last 40 years, what's the average appreciation in the Twin Cities? And it's about 4%, 4.25% the average over the last 40 years. And that goes through the big drop of 2008 where home prices went down 19%. So, I mean, if you take that out, you're definitely closer to that 5 to 6 range per year. So I don't, and it's a really good question. It's a question we get asked all the time. When's the price is going to come down? I just don't think it's going to happen.
I want to buy low, sell high.
Right. I just don't think the prices are going to go down.
I don't think so either.
So really good question.
I think 4 to 5% is what we're going to expect over the next 12 months.
Yep. So great question, Sarah. Thanks for texting in. We do have the text lines open. If you'd like to win 4 tickets to a Saints game, text your real estate questions to 763-443-5664 is the text line. Text your questions to win. 763-443-5664 is our text line. Anything and everything real estate related. Best question is going to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. We got another question there?
Yeah, we do.
Look at that.
And it's another one for me, kind of. So John asks, if I buy a house for $500,000 and $100,000 of that is the lot value, then why does the insurance company make me insure it to $500,000 if I get a mortgage? John, this is a complicated question. And what it actually boils down to is there's 2 pieces to this. There's your lender and there's the insurance company. If you're buying like a new construction home, and I'm going through this right now with a client, I was literally explaining to this to her yesterday, that the price that you paid for the construction of that house was the price at the inception of that contract to build the house. And oftentimes developers are getting a discount. If you're building in a development, they're building 15 or 20 homes that are similar in nature. They're going to have discounts on materials and stuff. If you're rebuilding a house, it is a custom build every time, right? Because there is no, we're building a development. There's a hole in the ground and we have to rebuild the house.
Sure. It's
automatically a custom build. So right there, you're adding some to the price. But on top of that, that contract was written, 9 months ago, and inflation is definitely a thing. Now, the other piece of this is oftentimes lenders want to see a number in regards to your loan value. And technically speaking, they can't dictate the number. They can only dictate that it's insured to what's called replacement cost. So when you call me up and you say, Evan, I need to get insurance on this house that I'm buying it for $500,000. I go, great. When you call me up and you say, Evan, I need to get... What did you do? What are you doing? You're watching things on your computer.
He's messing with it.
Making sure the stream was going for the show. It's going.
Don't you do that.
Stop pushing buttons, Jason.
So when you call me up and you say, I'm buying a house and I need to get insurance on this, I go, great, awesome. Tell me about it. Tell me the square footage. Tell me the materials involved. Is it a finished basement or not? When was it built? When was the roof redone? All that stuff. And those things are going into a replacement cost calculator that the insurance company uses to figure out how much it's going to cost if your house, gets carried away into the wonderful land of Oz with your, daughter-in-law who was house sitting for you, and you come back and you go, dude, where's my house? So the insurance company wants to know exactly what it's going to cost to rebuild. And so they want to insure it to value. It's called ITV. And the number that calculator comes up with is going to be the thing that your house is insured to. So it doesn't really matter what your appraisal says from your lender or how much you're paying for it based off of market rate. Those numbers might be very similar or very different. Like if you're buying a distressed property, it's in a area that is, gone through a recent catastrophe and everyone's getting out. It's in a, whatever. All the things that you can think of that are bad about it, right? There was a murder in the house. Who knows? You're getting this great deal on the house. All the insurance company cares about is if the house burns down, how much is it going to cost to rebuild it? They don't care how much you paid. They don't care if you overpaid or underpaid. They go, the timbers, the flooring, all the material, all the stuff inside, what does it take to rebuild that based off of our calculator? Here you go. This is the number. This is the premium based off that number.
Well, a good example, I took a look at a property in Prior Lake this past week, and it was bank-owned. Haven't seen many of those in recent years, but it's a big house. It's over 5,000 square feet. It's got a ton of gables on the front elevation. It's priced at $699. It's bank owned. It needs some love, right? It needs some work on the inside. But looking at that house, to rebuild it, just the structure, not including the lot and everything goes along with that. I mean, you're talking, 1.4.
Yeah.
Double what they had it on the market for.
And you see the opposite happen all the time too. Like houses in Edina. There's a huge swath of Edina that are like 1960s construction, smaller bungalows. Yeah. That the actual rebuild cost on the house is probably only like $350,000. Yeah. But the house is going to sell for like $600,000 to $800,000 because of the area that it's in and the school district and all those things. So ultimately speaking, the insurance company is just going to go look at that and they go, yeah, your house is worth a lot. Congratulations. It'll cost this much to rebuild.
So that's interesting. I think that would be a follow-up question. Does it go in the opposite direction? It
absolutely does.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say historically in the Twin Cities it has gone the opposite direction more often.
Okay.
We're at a rare point where the two numbers are kind of matching up right now, where the sale price is very close to the rebuild cost, and it kind of goes back and forth. But someone's at my door. It's very, very close right now.
Folks, we got the phone lines open. If you'd like to win 4 tickets to a Saints game, give us a call with your real estate question. 651-647-2910 is the call-in number. You can win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Best real estate question is going to win. Give us a call at 651-647-2910. We have a text line. You can also win via text 4 tickets to a Saints game. Text us your real estate questions. The text line is open at 763-443-5664. The text line to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. Text us your real estate question to 763-443-5664. Be sure to go to Facebook.com, Minnesota Home Talk page. We are streaming live. You can also ask questions through Facebook.
We did get a Facebook question here. So Facebook Live question, are there any insurance or home warranties you can buy for your AC/furnace system if it is 8 to 9 years old?
Sure. You can buy a home warranty. We have one through Sync home warranty. You can do Menegasco Home Service Plus.
Yep, Home Service Plus, they don't care about the age of your utilities at all.
So there's definitely some products out there.
Did you say Menegasco?
Center Point.
Throwback jams.
Ooh, that does not date me.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the Laverne thing. They still in Laverne, right?
I think they were up here and then Center Point bought them.
Is that what it was?
I think so. You're thinking of the bank in Laverne.
I remember
Midwest.
No, there was a Menegasco in Laverne too.
Was there?
Yeah.
There was a Menegasco building right at the interchange coming out of the Lowry Hill Tunnel when you're headed westbound on 394.
Yes.
There used to be a sign on that building until, the change happened. I remember it. I was young, but I remember it.
Was that before or after the A&W drive-ins?
I never experienced A&W drive-ins, but I remember when there used to be A&Ws like in all the malls in the Twin Cities.
Oh yeah, there's a new A&W on the way to Luverne, right outside of Wyndham.
You're listening to Minnesota Home Talk, the A&W enthusiast podcast.
Still doesn't beat JJ's though.
No. You want the true hometown drive-in experience?
Yep.
JJ's Tasty Freeze in Laverne. Can't beat it.
Nope. And you go to the drive-in theater.
Yep.
One of only 2 in the great state of Minnesota.
We should go down there and do a show live from the restaurant.
Road trip to Laverne.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll stop at Those Blasted Things.
Yep.
My aunt and uncle own that. We'll do Those Blasted Things. We'll have lunch. Then we'll do late. We'll do dinner. We'll do dinner at JJ's, and then we'll hop over to the drive-in theater.
Yep.
It's a whole weekend planned.
Bingo.
Folks, we got the phone lines open at 651-647-2910 is the call-in number. To win 4 tickets to a Saints game, give us a call with your real estate question, anything and everything real estate related. You can also win via text. Text us your real estate questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. Call or text, best way to get a hold of us. Anytime, of course, is our website, minnesotahometalk.com. You can reach us anytime. All right, Top 5 remodeling projects to boost resale value, because we have a whole 3 minutes. What do I got?
30 seconds a topic. Let's go.
Here
Boom.
we go. Number 1, painting. Average painting costs, it's got an average between $1,000 and $3,000, depending on location, paint type, labor. But paint's a big one.
Not only does it look good, but you also get that new home smell.
Smells good. I mean, you can completely change the entire feel of a home if you paint it.
30 seconds is up. Next one.
All right. Keep flooring consistent. This is another great one. You have different floor in the kitchen and then in the dining area and then the living room. Having all one flooring looks fantastic. It feels bigger. When you have different flooring breaks, it feels a little bit smaller, a little bit choppy. So number 2 on the list is keeping flooring consistent. Number 3, brighten the kitchen. All right. So do you have darker hardware? Do you have darker cabinets? So painting cabinets, changing the hardware, lightening up those kitchen cabinets is especially with enamel, because enamel has been so popular the last few years. You can take a dark colored stain kitchen cabinet. You can paint it white or enamel it. It'll change the whole feel, brighten up the kitchen. Number 4, replace dated countertops and appliances. This is huge. So if you're going to go in and paint the kitchen, you paint the walls, you paint the cabinets, change the countertops, new appliances.
Man, those old olive green appliances, though, they don't make them like that anymore.
They don't make them like that anymore. We see them sometimes. It's that green, olive green.
Telling you,
matching countertops with yellow linoleum floors.
It'd be very tough for me to have one of those that's still functioning properly and get rid of it.
I'd keep it.
I'm kind of right there with you. I was thinking about this the other day, where they're talking about like the chip shortage and how hard it is to build replacement boards for like things like washing machines. And I'm like, I wouldn't have to worry about any of that if I just had one with a knob on it.
Yeah, no kidding.
And a timer.
Yep.
They don't make them like they used to. Number 5, hire a professional cleaner for your bathroom. What this is talking about is getting a deep clean on the grout, the showers, the toilets, the bathrooms. Oftentimes, deep cleaning on those areas is missed, and it's number 5 on your list. I would add to that, I think that if you're going to sell your home, you just need to have it deep cleaned. You need to just hire somebody to come in and do a deep clean, the vents, the fans, the windows, the trim, all of it, do a deep clean. It makes a huge difference.
When's the last time you wiped the trim down? That's Jen's thing.
she you know what?
She walks around and
saying wiping the trim down. I'm not comfortable with that.
It is. There could be toys and crap everywhere. She won't even notice that. She'll notice the dust laying on the trim over there in that section that we missed the other day. And like, what?
Got to get rid of that dust.
Every buyer has their thing.
Do you have a house that needs a lot of work? Are you ready to sell, but you think no one will buy it because of the condition? Would you like to sell your home and close in as little as 7 days? Please give us a call. We have clients that are buying properties that need all levels of renovation. They are cash buyers looking to purchase right now. Please give us a call or check us out online at MinnesotaHometalk.com. Folks, that's MinnesotaHometalk.com. Thanks for tuning in and have a great week.
This has been a paid program. The views expressed were not necessarily those of the management or ownership of KSTP-AM 1500 ESPN. You're listening to 1500 ESPN on KSTP-AM 1500 and 94.5 HD2 Minneapolis.